I think we got it. Very close. The edge is all trimmed up. Fits in the channel pretty good. Pretty good. Might just take a touch off of the inside corner. And I'll take a look at the inside in a minute here. Looks like the trim's gonna fit on with no problem. Looks like it's gonna line up with its previous holes here. So that should be all right. It's looking pretty good. I think everything looks good in here. Get it all the way down on that side. It's all the way down on this side. So it looks like it's ready for ready to be sealed up. So I'll sand it and get the fiberglass ready to go on it and seal it. I don't think I'll seal it today, but kind of straighten this out. Transom piece here, transom support piece. It's really fatigued on this side, but I think I'll braze it, and that should bring the strength back to it. This side's not so bad. It's got a little crack on it. That's in a little better shape. A little crack at the top too. That kind of sits there. So it looks like it's pretty close to where it should be. Looks like it's lining up all right. So that's pretty close. So I should be able to braze it and get it back to stronger once I put the braze on that top part there. Otherwise that's ready to go. So I'll take the transom back out and sand it and get it ready for adding the epoxy to it. Yeah, I've got the transom sanded and blew off all the dust. And next I'm going to cut some fiberglass cloth. This is boat cloth. It's between 6 and 8 ounces. I got this on eBay. He said it was 7.7, what he calculated. But I'm going to use this to, once I coat the transom with the epoxy, then I'm going to add attach the cloth to it, and then add some more epoxy and smooth it out, and then we'll add a bunch of strength to the plywood, as well as adding a protective layer to the outside as well. So should be much stronger after this gets applied. So right now I just have to cut it out to fit the transom. All right, I'm gonna sand the the inside bottom here a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, there's some pitting that has occurred due to it being on the ground for a while. I'm gonna first sand it with the 100 grit sandpaper on a vibrating sander. And then I'm gonna come back with a stainless steel wheel and get the little pitted parts. And what I'm doing is getting ready to braze the aluminum, and that'll reinforce it and give it strength and fill all these little voids. So I'll give you a shot back when I get it done. Okay, here we are continuing on with Scott's first boat build. This is our transom, which we cut and glued together. It's now completely dried. It came out pretty nice. You know, we're nice and smooth on the edges here where we got it together. Came out nice and straight down the edge there. So it should go together. So today we'll fit it to the boat and cut it and get it ready to seal it up with the epoxy. There's different transom material. I don't think I discussed this before that you can use. Probably the best is aluminum if you can get a custom built aluminum transom, but that's quite pricey. But those will last forever. Other things you can use is like Kusa board, which is also quite pricey, but it's also designed to last quite a while longer. The other thing, they have a composite that you can pour in, and that also is more expensive than plywood core, and there has been some concern that it may crack under stress and that. So we'll go with plywood. I put plywood in my boat when I replaced its transom when it was finally rotted out. So once we treat it, it should last for quite a while, probably as long as Scott will own the boat and enjoy it. What we got here, I believe I got this from Pontoon Stuff. I bought a 2x4 piece of 1.5 inch marine grade plywood, which is, they sell it for pontoon boat transoms. So the only problem with it was it's not long enough for our application, so we had to glue on the two end pieces. And but we made it work very well, and we were left with very little scrap, just a couple of small scrap pieces, so that makes me happy that there's not much waste. Marine grade plywood has a couple advantages over just your standard plywood. One thing is that it does not have voids in it. So see on the cut there, you don't observe any voids. And I'll show you the other edge. Yeah, just like tiny ones, but your regular plywood will have bigger voids. Also, the surfaces doesn't have any voids in it. I wasn't too happy about the knots when I got this, but we'll make it work. Otherwise, it's very good. Also, they use marine grade plywood or glue on it, glue that's waterproof. So that's another thing that standard grade plywood is. So right now I'll take it inside and put it into the boat and see what kind of fit we got. All right, I popped the transom in the boat. Fit looks pretty good. This side looks good. Have to trim that notch a little bit. Right there where we bonded them together. The main part looks really good. Here I might take a little, just to touch off the edge there, and then the top's a little high. I'll take you inside and we'll take a look at the inside and see what that looks like. Okay, we're inside the boat and looking at the edge. This edge looks nice. Wood's right to the bottom of the aluminum transom holder. Let's take a look at the other side. This side appears to be up just a touch. So probably it's hitting on the edge, on the outside edge here, up near the top. So we'll see if we can figure out what that is, and we'll do a little trim on that and see if we can get this to lay flush in the. It's got like probably about a 1/4 inch gap there. It should fit flush on the transom holders. So we'll see what's going on there. Okay, I pounded in this side. I noticed there was a little gap here on the top, on the port side. So I just pounded it in with a rubber mallet and had a piece of wood and got it to come down flush. So I want it a little bit loose because we're going to add a little fiberglass reinforcement to it, so that'll make it just a touch bigger. I just checked out this side here. It doesn't seem to be rubbing on this side. There seems to be enough gap. I don't know if you can see that. There seems to be gap here, but over here it seems to be really tight. I'll see if I can get the light down there and take a look at it. So I'll probably just take a little bit off of this edge here, and then also now the fit seems to be great. I'll just smooth out these interfaces here, and then we should be all set and ready for sealing with the epoxy. All right, I got the light over here, so maybe we can see. It looks like it has plenty of gap here. So it looks like the only place it's hitting is right on the back edge there. There's just enough of a seems to slope out slightly. So I think if we just trim a touch off on the back edge, maybe on both sides, it'll fit fine. The other thing that I was going to do is the transom support is pretty good. But the top part got kind of abused for some reason. I'll see if I can pound this back so it looks better or fits better, and then we'll braze it when I get done, and that'll add strength to it. Mainly the other part of the support does the supporting, and that's just for a little added strength, so it should be fine. We'll just fix that. So we'll see how hard it is to pop this transom out, and then we'll trim it and do another fit on it.